Justin Bieber had some secrets about his past that were bound to come out sometime soon.
There was a time where I was sipping lean, I was popping pills, I was doing Molly, shrooms, everything, and it was just an escape from.
Then, when you get 18, you get the house, you get the mansion.
Okay.
Yeah.
He was holding all this pain within himself, saying that he would rather die than continue feeling it. It's hard to comprehend how he fought his way to survival, but we're glad he did.
Justin Bieber is getting yacked out of his mind.
Drunk?
Not even 18 at the time.
Where we hanging out and what we doing, we can't really disclose.
Playing lookout as Justin Bieber goes down on Odell.
That Justin Bieber was wiping away from his mouth when he brought his face up from Odell Beckham's groin in a club.
Did Bieber get you into lean, or did you get Bieber into lean?
It was bad. I don't know if I'd be alive for sure.
Puff had ran into Justin Bieber. They met up, and he started tapping him as if he was searching him and see if he had some kind of device on him.
Raids at Diddy's home. During the last few weeks, there have been a lot of cases against P. Diddy, also known as Sean Combs. His house was raided due to these allegations, and amidst all of this, Justin Bieber came up as one of the victims as well. Justin was introduced to Diddy when he was just 14. Of course, it was a dream for a 14-year-old budding star to work with a well-known star like that. I mean, when you get exposed to this kind of lifestyle as early as Justin did, you lose your innocence and become dependent on all kinds of drugs.
Hey, young brother, everything's good? Selling out arenas and everything? Starting to act different, huh? You ain't been calling me and hanging out the way we used to hang out.
Well, I mean, I'm trying to get in contact with you.
The music industry is a really scary place, and every young artist needs a mentor to keep them sane, but here, Justin's luck ran out. How it all gets started. Justin got his career start from blowing up on YouTube. He got discovered by Scooter Braun, who soon became his manager and took him to Atlanta to record more albums. That's when Usher discovered Justin and took him under his wing. He started referring to Justin as his younger brother. Usher kind of took over everything from there, like appointing his road manager, coach, and more. He just sort of arranged a whole team to manage him. But this help was not really of much benefit. It had more pros than cons, like introducing Justin to Diddy. Back then, there weren't as many cases, but Usher knew what could happen to Justin if he introduced Justin to Diddy, because he went through the same thing. But he did it anyway.
Moved to New York City, and I lived with Sean Puffy Combs for a year.
That's the crazy thing. Now, that was L.A. Reid's idea, right? We're sending you over to something called Puffy Flavor Camp.
There you go.
To learn
Flavor Camp?
Yeah,
Flavor
that's what
Camp.
it was called. And you're going to go to Puff Daddy's. He's going
In the 90s, do you understand what that's like?
Usher didn't really give any specifics during the podcast. But when he got asked now that he's a father, if he would ever send his child to Puffy Flavor Camps, he replied, "Hell no." So, obviously, some really shady stuff was taking place. That's not exactly the place for a 14-year-old child to be. After the raids, Diddy's old security guard came forward to talk about how Diddy groomed Usher and others. In this video, he talks about the disturbing things happening at the hotels where they stayed, but they never got caught because Diddy always paid the hotel extra to remove CCTV footage of the specific day.
Puff and Usher did have a situation, and that situation led Usher to the hospital. Now I let Usher explain that to y'all. I let Usher tell that story. But how dare you say a man that groomed you, you gonna give him a pass? Bruh, you know I know. Let me reframe you on something. Remember Usher? We was at the Swiss Hotel. Puff had Kim in the room. Had one of Keith Sweat's baby mothers in the big room outside the master bedroom. He came outside in his robe. She gave him a right there. His back was turned to me. She gave him a. You knocked on the door. I came and opened the door for you. Puff went in the room. You came in the room and kissed that girl dead in her mouth. Now I'm telling that because you taking up for somebody that you know and a lot of more people know didn't do you right.
Other than that, once Diddy accidentally exposed himself in an interview with Kevin Hart, saying him and Usher would wake up in the same bed and fight over frozen flakes. Once he realized what he had said, he quickly changed the topic. But the damage had been done, and Kevin Hart is not the person to let stuff go easily.
That's my brother right here from day one. We used to wake up and, pause, but like, check this out. Back in the days when he was like 10 and I was a little bit older, his older brother, we used to fight over the frosted flakes. You know what I'm saying? Before pause was invented. You know what I'm saying? But it's my brother for real. We used to actually wrestle off of the frosted flakes because he used to always get up early. Now he's one of the richest stars in the world. And
Yo, what the fuck did Puff just say? Nobody's gonna acknowledge this but me. Puff just said we used to wrestle over the frosted flakes. And we're streaming live. That was stupid. Listen, that was fucking stupid. Listen.
We're having a good time.
Justin's entry to Diddy's cult. Now Diddy had his eyes on Justin. He was ready to do what he already had done to Usher. Really creepy videos of Justin and Diddy started surfacing after Diddy's charges came forth, and people started looking for more. About 14 years ago, Justin and Diddy recorded a video where they said they're going to spend the next 48 hours together. But Diddy doesn't really disclose what they are going to do.
Yeah, so as soon as you turn 16, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let you rock this every time you yeah, this gonna be yours. So every time you come to LA, it's a little dusty, but you know, put the front shot in this.
Man.
Minute.
Woo. Okay.
Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna be driving this next year.
Yeah, when you get 16, you come down there, you gotta, wear your seat.
I mean, I'm 15. You could ride in the passenger seat. I got my permit. Not yet.
No.
16.
You're not ready. Slow down. Let's slow down, Judge.
Okay.
Let's slow down. Okay.
One step at a time.
But yeah, the keys is yours, and when you get 16, you're good to go.
I'm good to go.
Yeah. And then, when you get 18, you get the house. You get the mansion.
Okay. I get the mansion?
Yeah.
So where are we off to now?
Where would you like to go?
Wherever you want to go. Where are we going?
So check this out, yo. Justin, you ever seen the movie 48 Hours? Right now, he's having 48 hours with Diddy, him and his boy. They're having the times of their lives, like, where we hanging out and what we doing. We can't really disclose, but it's definitely a 15-year-old's dream. I have been given custody of him. He signed to Usher.
I'm signed to Usher.
I had legal guardianship of Usher.
Who knows what he saw in those 48 hours? But we have an idea, and it's not good. He's already making promises to Justin, like, when you're old enough to drive, I'll buy you a car and a mansion. Of course, Justin was happy to hear this. Anyone would be happy, but that's because he wasn't aware of Diddy's ulterior motives. In this video, he talks about him having the legal guardianship of Justin, which he got from Usher.
Playing lookout as Justin Bieber goes down on Odell.
That Justin Bieber was wiping away from his mouth when he brought his face up from Odell Beckham's groin in a club.
Another really disturbing video of Justin resurfaced where he's with Trey Songz and Odell. Trey Songz is covering them, so nobody sees what they're doing, and Justin's on his knees. We can clearly see what's going on in the video. Another video resurfaced where Diddy is questioning why Justin doesn't want to hang out with Diddy anymore.
You ain't been calling me and hanging out the way we used to hang out.
Well, you try to get in contact with me, through all my, partners and whatnot. Mm-hmm. But you never really got my number, so.
Right. Okay.
My number?
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you my number.
Yeah.
First of all, why would a 40-year-old man be so invested in wanting to hang out with a guy who's barely legal? It's weird, isn't it? Anyway, It's no surprise Justin distanced himself from Diddy after everything that happened, but the effects of the past are still present, and it's not the kind of stuff one can easily get past. In this, Diddy is patting down Justin's chest in case he's wearing a wire, which is really confusing. Why would someone do that unless there's something they're guilty of doing wrong? To top it all off, when he turned 16, a video of Justin surfaced where he can be seen driving the Lamborghini Diddy promised him. Patty Millette, Justin's mom, once said Combs also tried to corrupt her son with drugs and alcohol. There were claims that Combs offered Bieber cocaine and marijuana at his parties and encouraged him to drink champagne. She says she was horrified by what she saw and that she had to intervene to protect her son from Combs' influence.
Sort of everything had come to a head. I had, the abandonment,
Diddy's cult's allegations. Diddy not only groomed men, but also women, including Cassandra Ventura, also known as Cassie. She lived with Diddy for a long time and was also discovered quite early. She charged him with physical assault, trafficking, and battery, saying he would coerce her into having intimate relations with other men, beat her if she said no. She got hooked on multiple drugs because she wanted to numb herself to everything she was being subjected to. After Cassie, multiple other women got the courage to come forward, and girls as young as 17 said they were gang exploited by Diddy and his team. His staff also confessed to seeing some weird shit, like he also physically assaulted his personal chef. However, as soon as a new case came up against him, he decided to settle. Because what else can a guilty person do? Other conspiracies about Diddy's cult. It's hard not to conclude by now that Diddy might just be gay. After all, in hip-hop, homosexuality is kind of seen as a negative thing. It's even insulted in multiple songs. So it's understandable why he would try to hide it. If you listen to Diddy's song, I Need My Girl, there's one specific lyric, "You were more than my girl, we were like brothers." It has a whole nother meaning. If you think about the possibility that he might be gay, this is the only explanation for his sexual advances towards young stars such as Justin and Usher. It is most likely that all these things would happen at the parties Diddy would host. As their so-called mentor, he'd delude them into thinking they have to perform sexual acts on him to achieve the fame that they want. Justin's protection over Billie Eilish. Billie, who confessed to being a die-hard fan of Justin, also got introduced to the industry pretty young, so Justin kind of became a protective father figure for her, because he knew what could happen to people being exposed to industry really young. It's really nice of him to not want people to go through the hell he went through, which for him could have been prevented if Usher wanted. But still, we're really proud of how Justin completely turned himself around after everything he went through, and now he's focused on the two things he loves, his wife and God. I just hope he can find the peace he's looking for and get the courage to move on from what no child should have to face.